Hello astrology lovers, in this video I will talk on planetary combinations that causes average promise for marriage. When Lagna Subsublord and Savanka Subsublord both promise marriage, then it's considered a good promise for marriage. In such cases, marriage happens when Dasha and Transit both support together. If only Lagna Subsublord promises marriage but 7th cusp Subsublord does not, then person is interested in getting married. However, person's fortune does not support him or her to meet those that are ready to marry him or her. If 7th cusp Subsublord promises marriage but Lagna Subsublord does not, then person may not have interest in getting married. However, person meets people that would show interest in getting married to him or her. Such cases are considered average promise for marriage. Generally, in such cases, marriage could get delayed or may not happen. Nevertheless, during favorable dasha and transit, marriage could happen. Also, in such cases, person must be open-minded enough and put more efforts to search for a partner and not solely depend on parents to find a partner, and must be broad-minded enough to accept marriage proposals from people inferior to him or her by accepting the fact that promise of marriage is average in horoscope. Nevertheless, person could even marry someone that's superior to him or her. In this video, I will take a case of a person whose horoscope promise for marriage is average. Birth details: birth date and day 30th June 1982 Wednesday. Birth time provided was 1940 hours rectified to 1938 52 hours by me. Place of birth Delhi, India. Time zone +5:30. Longitude and latitude 77 degrees 13 east, 28 degrees 39 north. Geocentric latitude 28 degrees 29 18.11 north. Nakshatra Swati, second quarter. Tithi Shukla Paksha Dasami, and March 23-36-04. On the left is Rashi chart, on right is Bhav chart. Rising sign is Sagittarius. Moon is positioned in Libra. So Rashi is Libra. In the 7th house, Rahu is in Gemini. Rahu gets exalted in Gemini. Lord of the 9th house, Sun, is positioned in 7th. Jupiter aspects 7th from 11th. Jupiter is a natural benefic planet. Also, Lord of the 3rd, that's Mercury, is positioned with Lord of the 11th. 11th is connected to fulfillment of desire. So 7th and 11th make link, and Mercury and Venus are friends. So these are some of the good factors for marriage. However, person has found it difficult to find a partner. The only negative I can see here is Saturn, that causes delay. Saturn from 10th aspect 7th. Similarly, in Bhav chart, Lord of the 11th, Lord of the 7th, that's Mercury, is positioned with Venus in 5th. Mercury and Venus are friends. Here, no malefic aspects 7th. So from horoscope, a chart seems to be good for getting married. Let's study some other information. Planetary position table. This table gives us information about position of planets. So in the first column we get to see the 9 planets in which sign its position. For example, Sun is positioned in the sign of Gemini. This column gives us information about its degree. Rashi Lord of Gemini is Mercury, so Mercury is mentioned here. Star is Rahu, as Sun is positioned in Artra Nakshatra. Sublord is Ketu and Subsublord is Rahu. Sun has positional status, so Y is mentioned here, and Sun is positioned in 6th house, so 6 is mentioned here. Similarly, for the remaining planets, we can understand this using the planetary position table. Then we move to the cuspal position table. This table gives us information about which Rashi, star, sub and sub-sub is positioned in which cusp. This table is prepared using Placidus system, and we do not use equal house division. That's why one Rashi can occupy two cusps. We can see here Taurus is occupying 5th and 6th cusp. Similarly, Scorpio occupies 11th and 12th cusp. So in first cusp, rising sign is Sagittarius. Lord of Sagittarius is Jupiter. So Jupiter is Rashi Lord. Star is Venus. Sublord is Rahu and sub-sublord is Sun. Arc is 98.53. The software will show us Rashi chart, Bhav chart, planetary position table, cusp position table, Dasha. We have to focus on Bhav chart, planetary position table, cusp position table, and Vimshotri Dasha. We do not give importance to Rashi chart. Before we study why the horoscope is not supporting her to get married, or why this is an average horoscope for marriage, we have to first check if her horoscope is duly rectified or not. So the first step for birth time rectification is Lagna sub-sublord must link with moon or vice versa, directly or indirectly. Here Lagna sub-sublord was chosen as Sun because moon is in the star of Rahu and Sun is also in the star of Rahu, so Sun and moon make link, so Sun was chosen as the Lagna sub-sublord. Moving to step 2, family links must get established. Elder sister's moon star is Rahu. 11th cusp is connected to elder sibling, and sub-sublord of 11th is Venus. Venus is in the star sublord of Rahu, so it makes link. Younger brother's moon star is Mars. 3rd cusp is connected to younger sibling. Its sub-sublord is Mercury, and Mars is in the sublord of Mercury. So we are done with family links. Now moving to 3rd step, that's 4 rulers of Sun, Moon and Lagnas, Rashi Lord, Star Lord, Sublord and Sub-sublords. Star Lord and Sublord must appear in 1, 7 and 10. Why 1, 7 and 10? Because when a person becomes a father, stimulation to cusp 1, 7 and 10 happen. 9th cusp is connected to father, and when a person becomes a father, stimulation to cusp 2, 5 and 11 happens. 2 because 2 is connected to expansion of family, 5 is connected to childbirth, and 11th is connected to fulfillment of desire or fulfillment of ambition. So from 9th to 5, 11 is 1, 7 and 10. 2 from 9th is 10th, 5th from 9th is 1, and 11th from 9th is 7th. And we can take father into consideration because a person acquires surname of father. So we study this from 9th cusp. So let's see how the Rashi Lord, Star Lord, Sublord and Sub-sublord of Sun and Moon are stimulating these 3 cusps, or any 2 out of these 3 cusps. We begin with cusp 1. Rashi Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter has position status. Its star lord is Rahu, sublord is Rahu, and sub-sublord is also Rahu. Jupiter appears in 1 because it has position status. Rahu appears in 1 and 7. So 1 and 7 get stimulated. Moving to Venus. Venus star is Moon, sublord is Rahu. Moon appears in 10th, Rahu appears in 1. So 1 and 10 link gets established. Moving to Rahu. Rahu is in star of Rahu and sublord is Mars. Rahu is in 1st. Rahu is also in 7th, and Mars is also in 7th and also in 10. So 1, 7 and 10, all 3 cusps get stimulated. Now moving to Sun. Sun is in the star of Rahu and sublord is Ketu. Rahu appears in 1 and 7. Sun has position status, Sun appears in 1, so 1 and 7 both get stimulated. Ketu does not appear in 1, 7 and 10, but Ketu is a shadow planet, so uh, wherever the planets Ketu represents will be positioned, Ketu will also be positioned over there. Ketu represents Jupiter and Venus because it's in the Rashi of Jupiter and in the star of Venus, and Jupiter and Venus both appear in 1, so we can say that Ketu also appears in 1. Similarly, Venus appears in 7th, Ketu also appears in 7th, then Ketu appears in 10th too because Venus appears in 10th. So Rahu appears in 1, 7 and Ketu appears in 1, 7 and 10. So all the three cusps getting stimulated. So we are done with cusp 1. Now moving to Sun. Its Rashi Lord is Mercury. Mercury is in the star of Moon and sublord is Sun. Moon appears in 10 and Sun appears in 1. So 1 and 10 get simulated. Moving to Rahu. Rahu we have already studied as because it's sublord of cusp 1. So as star lord of Sun it will give same results. Now we have to study Ketu. Ketu has position status. Its star is Venus and sublord is Rahu. Venus appears in 1 and 7 and 10. 1, 7 and 10 and Rahu appears in 1 and 7. So all the three cusps getting stimulated. Sublord is Rahu of Sun. So Rahu we have already studied as cusp 1 sublord. So as sublord of Sun it will give same results. Now we have to move to Moon. Its Rashi Lord is Venus. Venus we have already studied as cusp 1 star lord. So it will give same results as Rashi Lord of Moon. Moving to Rahu that we have already studied as Sun's star lord is also Rahu. Moving to Saturn. Saturn star is Moon and sub is Venus. Moon appears in 10th and Venus appears in 10th, 7th and 1st. So all the three cusps getting stimulated, and Rahu we have already studied here as a star lord and sublord and sublord of cusp 1. So we won't study Rahu now. So we are done with the third step. Moving to fourth step, that's fixing arc. Here Lagna is Sagittarius, a male sign, and a person is a woman. So arc should be more than 50. So here arc was taken as 98.53. Moving to fifth step, that's event verification. Here in her case I was unable to extract any concrete event or experience date from the subject, thus this step was not performed unwillingly. This video is more connected to understanding average promise for marriage, so we will not focus much on this. We will move to the sixth step of birth time rectification, that's checking promise of various aspects of life from sublord of some cusp. What I know about this person is that she is into IT, and for IT related profession third cusp must make link with 10th. Here third cusp sublord is Mercury. Mercury is in the star of Moon and the Moon appears in 10th. So you can say that from we have done 5 steps out of 6, and from 5 steps we can presume that this horoscope is duly rectified. For marriage we have to study Lagna subsublord and 7th cusp subsublord. Lagna subsublord is Sun and 7th cusp subsublord is Venus. So we have to keep this in mind and study Sun and Venus to understand why she is unable to get married. So we begin with Sun because that's Lagna subsublord. Sun has positional status. It's in the star of Rahu and it involves all the favorable cusps connected to marriage 5, 7 and 11. Its sublord is Ketu. Ketu also appears in 5, 7, 11 and subsublord is Rahu. It also appears in 5, 7 and 11. However, sublord Ketu also appears in cusps that are not favorable for marriage like 2, 4, 10. These cusps are not favorable for marriage. Similarly, Rahu subsublord also appears in cusps 4, 10, which are not favorable for marriage. 4, 10, 6. These cusps are not favorable. So Lagna Sub-Lord Sun shows favorable cusps for marriage and also links with unfavorable cusps for marriage. Now moving to seventh cusp Sub-Lord, that's Venus. Venus does not have positional status. It's in the star of Moon, and Moon appears in 8th and 10th. So Venus does not make link with 5, 7 or 11 at involvement level. It only links with 8 and 10. Its sublord is Rahu. Rahu appears in 7, 5, 7, 11, which is favorable, and also in cusps that are unfavorable like 6 and 10. But because uh, the link is not getting established, star and sub must make links with cusps 5, 7 and 11. Even if 5, 7 and 11 appears at sublord, but because it does not appear anywhere at the star lord, so the link is not getting established. And because link is not getting established, we can say that this is an average promise for marriage. So what I can understand from this horoscope is that because Lagna Sub-Lord that's connected to self is getting linked with cusp that is connected to marriage, person will put efforts to get married. However, person will not find any person who will show much interest in getting married to this person, or person will show interest in those people who are good to get married, but those people will not show interest in this person because here seventh cusp that's connected to the people with whom we deal, its sub-lord Venus is not making link with 5, 7 and 11 at star level, or any out of 5, 7 or 11 at star level, and due to which we can understand that this horoscope shows average promise for marriage. However, because Lagna Sub-Lord shows promise, we can say that during favorable dasha and transit, person has a chance to get married. Summary: if only Lagna Sub-Lord makes links with cusps connected to marriage, that's 5, 7, 11, but 7 cusp Sub-Lord does not involve or commit with cusps connected to marriage, that's 5, 7, 11, then person struggles to get married. Many thanks for watching. I appreciate you took time to watch this video, and if you found this video informative, then please do subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions or queries, then please feel free to connect with me with the information mentioned in the description box. These are the books that I studied to make this video. I wish you have a wonderful day and stay safe.